And hello. And let's see. Oh, hi. There we go. Yay! Hi. Let's see. Let's start by taking care of the game, shall we? Press that one button. So. Eyeballs. I'm gonna need to start with the black. Really? Let's see. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use a pattern or just freehand it. I have not decided. No matter what, I know that the center will always be 6. Five and 6. Let's see if I can count this. Slip stitch here. That's the center done. That's all I need. Will be a 3D eyeball, but for the center, well, that's all. Now, do I want to start with the green or start with the orange? Let's start with the orange. And also, let's start by banning that one. Oh, thanks for breakfast. I mean, in I cannot. There. Visibility with black yarn when you have no light above you is about 0. We'll be adding one. That, however. and then just even it out. Fine. Go back way then. Let's see, will that be... Or do I need to do it in the other one? I need to do it in the other one. But that is... I need to go here. Yeah. Okay then. Now, do I want to go... Another round or try with this? Let's try with this. Nothing else, this would be a very evil eye. I'm gonna start tying these ends, however. And I can cut those. I need to have all of those ends playing about. I'm actually gonna go in there. Two. Okay, that should make it a lot easier. We have the start. Grab the one. I'm not sure where my other white is. It's a bit annoying. Okay, now we just go in anywhere. Going up here. Let's see, because that one was one increase, this one must be 2 and increase. So this 1, 2. Then okay. I didn't have a stitch marker at the mouth. Okay, fine. Grab a kitty cat then. Let's go with purple. There. One, two. Actually, maybe I should do chain 2 instead of chain 1 here. Might look better. There's 1, 2, an increase. Got. Okay, headset. You are charging. You cannot possibly be low battery if you are charging. It tends to do that. It's old. I'm gonna blame it on his age. Okay. Why does that look wrong? So weird. I have done it right, but it looks wrong. It might just be the yarn that that wasn't as fluffy in that one part. Well, this was technically the last stitch. Okay. Well done. Read an increase on. I felt that sneeze just in time. I might have another one incoming. I have taken my allergy tablet, which I'm Gonna need to buy more of. Ah. Woofy. Okay. I'm feeling the need to put another. Oh yeah, that's much better. Okay, now it's 4. That increase. That might be the last increase round. I don't know, I'm freehanding this eyeball. I will add an eye shine after we have done probably this next one. Okay, so 4, 3, and 4. Because I have no fucking clue, I'm just freehanding. Yeah, that'll be fine, I think. I should add 5th round. Yeah, let's do that. Gonna need to remember that for when we are doing the decreases. That I did 5 increase rounds because to get it round you need to do the same amount of decrease rounds. So after this one I'm gonna add the eye shine. Okay, that's 5, 9, Bjorn. Yeah. I hate sneezing. Oh yeah, that was a lot better. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and for the eye shine, I do actually have some here on my desk I can use. Oh, come on. No. There. Thank you. Thank you. Right one anyway. I'm gonna have to track of that end. See. Might be too big. That would be enough. I'm not liking how that. And I can use this for the eye shine for the other eyeball. Eyeball abuse. Here we go. Yeah. Eyeball. Okay. Now, as it already has a very good shape, I'm thinking maybe it's 2 rounds? Hold on, I'm gonna need to open a notepad for this. I love that even though my Windows is the Swedish version, if I type in note or notepad in English, I still get the right one. Okay. Crochet eyeball. So I'll probably delete this because I already have 2 patterns for eyeballs. This is just for this one. 6MR, 1 SC ink, 2 SC ink, 3 SC ink, 4 SC ink, and 5 SC ink. And let's do 2 SC around. Decrease using same amount of SC as ink rounds. Okay, that's all the pattern writing I need for this one. Okay, come on, move. that right below OBS. Perfect. Okay. Let's see if it actually will be 2 single crochet rounds, because it already has a very nice cup shape. I wouldn't be surprised if I actually need to do 3 because I want to have a good amount of surface area up top. So I can make a little hat. But first I want at least 2 eyeballs. I'm thinking eyeballs this week and doing the hats for them next week. I say sheet and do them off. We shall see how far I get. But yeah, this is pretty much how I design patterns. Just fuck around and find out. And hi, hello. You should be horizontal. Judging by the time. Are you eyeballing my eyeball? I will be making a green one after this one. Well, you know, I might actually only need 2 rounds. Looking at this now, might only need 1 more round after all. Huh, that's gonna be cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I forgot. I forgot to bring Drew. Drew is still on bed, by the way. He is still on bed. That's what I forgot. I've been thinking, I'm forgetting something. Impressive Aurora coming up? Ooh. Well, at least one of us can actually see them at all. I am 1 too far south and 2 too close to city. In my area, I can't even see stars. Big sun farts? Ooh. Nice, nice. But yeah, the only stars I can see over here is the very brightest one. Otherwise, it might as well be just a blank sky. Okay, yeah, this will work fine. Okay, now we are starting the decreasing. And the light pattern I wrote. So 5 then decreases then. 4 in a row? Wow. Aha, yeah. But no, eyeball. It's gonna get a lot more rounded now when I start the decreasing. But I think you missed it, but I was just saying that I want a good amount of surface area. Because next week I'm gonna make hats. If I can have eyeballs with hats. I'm gonna make this eyeball and then a green one. I want to make at least one witch hat and one top hat. Put on them. I'm gonna need some surface area so the hats actually. You can try to teach me, but I wouldn't make a good pupil. I see what you did there. Yeah, I have thought of mushrooms too. There are a few mushrooms that looks very gothic and Halloween-ish. Technically it's not supposed to be a decrease here, but whatever. It will still look round-ish. But yeah, I'm pretty much freehanding this. Could have a happy mushroom, still close enough. I mean, I do still got the leftover yarn from this headband that I made. I do still have some leftover yarn from this. And I have been thinking of mushroom. I can see the yarn from here, but I can't reach it. Over by one of my Minecraft creeper pouches. Lost out to clean up before bed, laying by the computer. Yeah, it always is. There's some hair thing right there. Keep itching. I think this will be too much surface area. I'm gonna do this last and then I might have to frog it. Might have to frog the eyeball, at least partially. I'm gonna see if stuffing it fixes the shape. Eyeball, yeah. Oh, you know what? Dinosaur is fixing the shape. Maybe I don't need to frog him. It did look very oval, which it shouldn't, but stuffing it actually fixes the shape. Huh. Okay, this looks good enough, right? It's not looking oval anymore, so I think we can continue with this. The stuffing really rounded him out. Okay. I mean, I do have iPhone, so eyeball. Okay, where were we? 3. A read and decrease. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Apple suddenly decides to make the contact lens that connects to your phone and call it eyeball. No surprise at all if they did that in the next few years. also need more coffees. So I'm gonna finish this eyeball and then grab more coffee, I believe. Okay, then I am ending on single crochet. The stitch count will be off compared to what I normally do because after the first 6 in a magic ring, instead of doing increase in every, I did 1 single crochet and an increase. So the stitch count being off is completely normal for this thing. I might, however, need more stuffing after the next round. Where were we? Was it this 3 or 2? This was 3. Now it's 2. Okay. Ugh, hecky nose. Okay, now we're ending on the 3 single crochet. Fine. Stuffing him is gonna fix the slightly off shape. I suppose I could do a sneaky decrease here. Won't change the shape that much. Okay. Now we need more stuffing because there is way too room in here. Okay. Start with these small pieces. Why is my wrist cracking? Oh well. Need a tiny bit more. I think. Just a tiny bit more. Probably had my wrist too long in one position. Yeah, I can probably fit in all of this too. And then call it done and do the last 2 decrease rounds. I'm not sure if I'm gonna add eye veins or not. I might. If I had known where I have red embroidery thread, I could have done it. That's probably one of those off-stream things. I have no idea where I have red embroidery thread, apart from the thread that I am using for a project already and cannot remove. Okay, there we go, that is by far enough. And I have another sneezing coming. I can feel it. Ugh. I hate bodily functions so much. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, now it should be 1 done. Increase. Yeah. Damn, stupid nose. Yeah, it's gonna finish this one up and then grab more coffee, blow my nose probably 2 or 3 times. Then we can start on the next eyeball. Come on, get in. Fine. Get stuck somewhere. But oh well. I can still work. Barely. But I can. Okay. Let's go in there. Yeah. Yeah, every time I sneeze. Every single time. But yeah, I'm soon done with this, so I can take care of that and also caffeinate more. Yeah. Exactly. And people who says that you cannot have pollen allergies during winter should really do some reading. Because trust me, you can. Okay. Yeah. I've heard that quite a few times in my life. Mm. Yep. Exactly. I can save that for eye shine. Okay, now eyeball abuse. Okay, there we go. He ended up pretty much perfectly round, anyway. Despite him looking like an oval at the start. There's a little eye shine I added. He's gonna be so cute with a little hat on top. That's why I wanted a big surface area like this. He's so cute. I'm thinking for next year I'm gonna make smaller eyeballs. And then make roses. And put the eyeballs in the center of the rose. I've seen that online and it's so cool. But yeah, I need more coffee. We have one bowl done, which means I can get to the green one. I'm gonna put him there looking at me. Oh god, that's creepy. Love it. Because yeah, this is starting to look like a crime. You can see the start of the crime right there. That should not happen. Which means we are close to committing a crime. Seeing the bottom. So yeah, I'm gonna fix this and blow my nose. Then we can start the green eyeball. Okay, coffee acquired. Go. Cold. Down my back. Here we go. Okay, now we need weighed out red orange. And grab the black. My small ball of black yarn that is almost bigger than my head. I bought it several years ago, and I have gone through maybe 1/3 of it. I'm really happy I splurged and bought it, because I do end up using black a lot. Okay, let's see. Three. Five. Go. There's that, and then in there, grab the green. Mayo. Gonna be using this green. My will be Halloween tea time. I don't want it to be a flat green. On. Get in. Oh yeah, that's cool. Okay. Get you in there somehow. I'm thinking this one will be a lot faster than the other one. Because now we are just repeating what we have already worked out. That's gonna be cool. You see, it's not the same green all around. All down. Now we can just now we are gonna do 2. 1, 2. That increase. Come on, get in. Go. An increase in this last one. Okay, if we actually go into the last one. Okay. There we go. I'm just gonna mark that I am on that end. Go. Sort these out. Start with those. Oh, hello. I am making another one of these eyeballs. And then next week I'm gonna make little hats for them. And Mother is on the phone, so I hope it's not the neighbor calling to get over here. Ugh. She's got a real penchant for screaming my name when she wants something. And my real name is the last thing I want on the internet because I fucking hate it. Okay. There we go. some of the ends tied off. Don't have to worry about ripping anything out. Yeah, there we go. I pretty much always use acrylic. I only use wool for knitted socks. Let's see. 3. Make another stitch there or not? Actually, do this and see if that fixes that one. Yeah. Yeah. Really? You're gonna force me to do it like that? Fine. Yeah, that's one. Oh, no, that fixed it. Okay, so 1, 3. Yeah, looks fine. Sister does cross stitch your needlepoint and think of learning to make her a birthday gift. Ooh, nice. Yeah, for amigurumis, acrylic is always the best bet. For scarves, you can use whatever. Though I wouldn't recommend cotton for that. Cotton sucks moisture. I do have a headband I made with acrylic. I made this one with acrylic. Glove. I didn't see since I was grabbing the headband. Was it the green one or the ace one? I actually do get both on. Yeah, I don't remember if I put both in. I do get the green one here. I haven't secured the ends yet. I have this one. Blue. Green? I don't remember having any blue-green. No, I have a blue-black. Then I have that green, and then I have a ace flag. Let me see if I can liberate him. Yeah, there we go. These. So when you wear them, the flag is actually ending up the right way. It's actually the same color I used for the green one. Yeah, I really lucked out that one of my pride flags has some really good colors. Where were we? 1, 2, 3 increase, okay. Oh, hello, Dizzy. It's going good. I've made one eyeball so far. I have one little eyeball made. Now I'm making another one. It looks smaller on the camera because I haven't done all of the increases yet. I think I have figured out a way to make the iris not spiky. But I'm gonna have to work a bit on that. But I may have figured that one out. And I'm sneezing under caffeinated, but otherwise, I'm good. How's you doing? Yeah. I'm hoping I can do one eyeball an hour so I can get 3 made during stream, and then next week I can make hats for them. Only to warm your hands? Yeah. Hug a coffee mug. How long did it take to make one? Because I was still figuring things out when making this one, I pretty much freehanded it. So it took about an hour. Something like 50 minutes. Because I was pretty much freehanding. But now when I know how to do it, yeah, I was keeping an eye on the time. Exactly. But now when I know how to do it, it should go faster, hopefully. On. Yeah. Are you in bed yet? It is a bit late for you. Not that I'm not happy to have you here, but still. It do be late for you. Dennis would call me a lightweight. Yeah. I mean, a few days ago, I was watching the deep sea dive streams. And I went to bed at 7. Then I was up at 12. Because I had an appointment at 1. I mean, deep sea dives. when they start at 11 in the evening, but then they're going down to 5,000 meters. It takes about 4 hours to reach the bottom before the actual stuff starts. Let's just say sleep schedule, don't know her. I think they might still be diving from last night. Let me check that. I got it. Turn off the sound. Let's see, are they still diving? Yes, they are in fact still diving. They were gonna do a 36-hour dive. And then take away 8 hours from that. Because their dive time includes the descent and ascent. So 36 hours minus 8. So yeah, they're still diving. I threw them up on my screen now, so yeah. Still diving. I'm not sure when they actually started. Let me check my Discord. The deep sea stuff. When did they start? Yesterday? Yesterday they started at 6:37 evening. And they were at the bottom at 9:59. And I was watching until 2:35 at night. The adventure? What adventure? You mean where they are diving? I think they are still around the Hawaiian Islands. Continue to explore Biodiversity. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. They changed the description 2 hours ago. Let me go to my Discord. Bissell Seamount, north of Avatu. No idea. That. Yeah, some 4,800-ish meters down. This eyeball is turning out to be looking a lot better than the last. Okay, and now we tool around. Which means I don't need to count for the moment. Woo! Ah, Cook Islands, okay. I don't know, they're always throwing around like 30-40 different Hawaiian names. I can never be sure. Because some of the people on the crew at the moment are native Hawaiians. Let's see, who ooh. That's interesting. I was about to check, let's see, let me take a screenshot of that. Fine, there. One screenshot of those for my Discord. Thank you very much. Cool sponge. Oh, hello. Sneezing, undercaffeinated, but otherwise fine. How's you doing? I'm also trying to finish one eyeball per hour. One more single crochet round before decreasing. And hoping I have enough stuffing on my desk for him. South Pacific. Ooh, okay. Mere coffee, I need you. This is only my second mug. The moth is very undercaffeinated. Ooh. It was not a good idea for me to pull up the dive because very interesting stuff. Yeah. Let me just link you guys this. You can watch it on YouTube or just go directly on their website and be able to see all 3 cameras in one page and how deep the ROVs are and who's the current watch crew and all that. That's one of the 3 dive teams I follow. They are just the most active ones at the moment. And the ones that are going the deepest. We saw some really cool stuff last night on the dive cam. We saw some giant gummy squirrels. Like, one of them was around 40 centimeters. Which is insanely big. And yes, gummy squirrel is the actual name of it. The kind of sea cucumber that has a horn sticking up, looking kind of like a squirrel's tail. And I got some great shots of that in my Discord. Yeah, let's see it now. Let's go. Decreases. Woo! It's looking very oval at the moment, but that will fix itself. And that's a rock formation looking like a deck. That belongs in my Discord. Just saying. Because reason. Because reasons. Okay, 5, then decrease. Three and a half hour flight. That's not that bad though. You can probably go there. Then charter a small flight, like a small wrist plane or something, and then fly around and actually find the Nautilus ship. €300 each way. That's actually not that bad. It's still a bit of money, but not that bad. Not sure what last minute price would be. Double. Speaking of double, yarn, hello. No knots allowed. Not those kinds of knots anyway. I mean, what? I mean, what? 4. Alright, we need to add the eye shine too. I almost forgot. Okay, I'll do it after this one. Come on. Pick up Helmoth? No. I got distracted by everything and nothing, so he's still ahead. I haven't even started his neck fluff yet. Yes. He is still on my desk even. Just finding that out. He is still on my desk. Let's see if I can reach him here. Come here, you. Okay, he's a bit squished at the moment. Aren't your desk? Like, holy shit, the amount of body parts I have on it. There you go. He's still just ahead. Yeah, and the next round is the start of the neck fluff. I'm gonna need to grab the steel blue. But yeah, he is adorable. I can have him smushed underneath the container where I keep my sparkly eyes. That is now me for the evening. Crash to sleep. Okay. Grab a shark. You really need to get one. I can promise you, you will not regret it. A ways into Thursday. Middle of Wednesday, thank you very much. It's the middle of Wednesday. But yeah, you go have fun being horizontal. I'm gonna stay vertical. Come. Damn it, I forgot I was gonna add the eye shine. Ah. Okay, fine. We'll start after this. There we go. Okay. Let's grab that white that I left. Hey, I did not give you permission to fall down. Farewell, past people. Yeah, like I said, you go have fun being horizontal. I'm gonna stay vertical. Okay. Let's see. Do I want to go? First, I'm gonna need to go up the middle. I have a needle in the eyeball. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I have a needle in the eyeball. keep track of you. Let's see, I want to pull it there or there. Let's go there. There you go. Eye shine. I do not need that long of a tail. Okay. Here we go. Eyeball abuse. Yes, a bit smushed. Just a bit smushed. There we go. Got the shine. Okay, we were on 3, so okay, yeah. I'm gonna need to grab yarn for a third eyeball, it seems. I only planned for 2. Yeah. And then next week I'm gonna make, yeah, hats for them. That's why I'm making them with so much surface area. So you got plenty of room to actually put hat on. Not exactly any real pattern. That's why the first one took so long. Because I really did just freehand it. Until I had done that one. And then I made a semi-pattern at least. Can't even call it a real pattern. Mostly because I already have 2 eyeball patterns I have made. But these ones are slightly different because, like I said, more surface area. My other ones are more normal eyeballs. I think you can start stuffing this now. Otherwise that hole is gonna be way too tight. We only got 2 more rounds on this. Make a cat ear beanie. I've made quite a few of those. They're very, very easy. Just make a rectangle. Like you make a rectangle as if you're starting a scarf. And then you just stand it up, fold it double, stitch up the sides. And then when you put it on, because of the shape of your head versus the straight line of the rectangle, it will give you natural kitty ears. That's how I make mine anyway. I don't think I have it in the slideshow. I should put it in the slideshow, actually. Because my most used one is green and fluffy. Because I held normal acrylic double with eyelash yarn. But yeah, that's the simple sheeting way of making a cat ear beanie. If you just want it done quick and still look cute. But there are other ones that are shaped. Like you make them all fancy in the round and shape them as you go. But they take so much time and counting and fuck that shit. The only thing you actually have to count and such for a rectangle is you take a measurement around your head where you want the hat to be, and then you divide that by 2, and then you get the width of the rectangle. And that's it. And then you just measure the length, how long it's supposed to be, by putting one end at the back of your neck and pulling it over your head. And when that end is where you want it to be, that's when you know you can stitch it up. I usually do I usually chain enough to get the length of the measuring tape divided by 2 then. And then I add 5 chains. And that always gets me the right measurement for my head. Instead of having to start at the crown of your head and do some fancy increases and decreases in the round to get their kitty ears and such. Okay, now we just need 1, and then decrease. Yeah. And yes, this is exactly as annoying as it looks. I need to be careful to not catch any of the stuffing. So this one did take about as long as the other one. Though I was a bit distracted and showing things off and such. That and then one more decrease. And then a mini bats and pumpkins, yeah. I was saying earlier that for next year I'm gonna do what I've seen online. I'm gonna do smaller versions of these eyeballs, and then I'm gonna do roses and put the eyeballs in the middle of the rose and make eyeball flowers. I'm gonna need more white. Because this is pretty much all the white I own. Apart from one other ball that I am using to make a spiderweb shirt. So that piece of white is pretty much all the white I own in acrylic. Otherwise it's just the cotton that I am using for the moth. Means I cannot use that cotton for anything else. I'm sitting very weirdly. Either I'm sitting weirdly or I'm sitting on something. Again. I would not be surprised, because the last time I was sitting weirdly, I was sitting on a stitch mark. That I thought I had lost. But yeah, that's my Halloween plan for next. If I can remember it, you know. Maybe I should stuff this eyeball a bit more. It's a bit squishy compared to the firmness of that first one. I'm a bit squish. Press buttons. But yeah, we have a second eyeball. So we now have 2 eyeballs. You know, if I can hold it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is like a highlighter orange. You know, the dark one. That's that one. And then this green is this one. The Hobie Halloween Tea Time. Which means that now I'm gonna need to find another color. Things are about to fall down from my desk, it seems. Whoops. Can't use yellow. That let's use that. Would that even show up? Do have a right. No, that will not show up. I have this. This is actual highlighter yellow. But yeah, that wouldn't show up with the white. Oh well. I am gonna grab more coffee. Again. Because coffee. Okay, there we go. I also grabbed 2 colors. So I have this pinkish lavender-ish yarn that is unraveling its own. Not be unraveling. Thank you very much. Spent a lot of time actually getting it on the ball. And I also have this sparkly purple. I am guessing you guys are gonna go with this. I am guessing. It's like a plum purple with silver sparkle, or the pinkish lavender. I'm guessing you guys are gonna go with this. I'm using this one very sparingly because it's so old it is not actually being made anymore. that exact one. Not even being made anymore. So I'm using that one very sparingly. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, I'm sure I can find similar to that purple, but that exact one with the very noticeable silver sparkle is not made anymore. It is so old, random silver. It's breaking apart on its own. So let's go in there. Well, these eyeballs don't really use much, so it's fine. And strand of silver is breaking apart on its own, so it's very annoying to work with. So I really only use it for small stuff like this. Okay. One done increase. Come on. Done. Here. Maybe I should have done an increase there. No, that is an increase. Okay, fine. This doesn't look right. Maybe it's because my attention is all over the fucking place. Fine metallic threads. You mean the ones they are selling as party something with a sequence? Because I have the orange one in my cart. Yeah, it's like a almost a cone. I don't remember the name of the line, but yeah, I have the orange one of that in my cart. For when I need to buy more yarn for a frog bag I'm making. Even though that is not for the frog bag, but yeah. 1 and then 2. And then increase. Well, no, I haven't actually tried it yet. I was gonna buy it for Halloween, but then I found Amazon had some thread and yarn I've been wanting for forever, for about 1/4 of the normal price. So I had to buy that instead. Now we are on 3. 3 then increase. And get a hook in. Fine, I'll do it the other way then. Oh, you. I mean, quality-wise, I so far have not been disappointed by any Hobbii yarn. Apart from the fact that the rainbow cotton is very rough and papery. It is not soft. That is the only time I have been disappointed in a Hobbii yarn. If you want a soft cotton for amigurumi, go with the Friends cotton, not the rainbow. Because the rainbow feels legit like paper. I should know because the moth, I believe the moth is in rainbow. That's how I know. Yeah, the moth is in rainbow 86. And it is very papery to work with. It feels soft when you hold it, but when you work with it and have worked up a bit and you feel it, it's papery. Let's stop here and tie some ends so I can cut them. And I used the rainbow cotton for the moth, but then the Powerpuff Girls, I used the Friends cotton. That is how I know they are vastly different. The Friends cotton was actually soft. Party Deluxe and Glitter Deluxe. Yeah, those. Yeah. I have the bright neon orange in my cart. That I was supposed to have bought for Halloween. Yeah, because they are so similar. They look similar in every way. But they are not. So stay away from the rainbow cotton. Unless you need one specific color that you cannot get in any other brand. Okay, we have the start of a purple glittery eyeball. And the glitter was very spread out. It was not very consistent. Yeah. But it's fine. This is fine. Yeah, but I did get some blank spots, like right there is a blank spot, up here is a blank spot. Let's just say that purple, it ain't from Hobie. Otherwise, the glitter would not have been broken. But drag out this headband again for the millionth time. This is Hobie Universe in the color Solar Flare. There is maybe like one single spot in this entire work where a glitter strand broke. And that was when I was stitching it together. Otherwise, there is not a single broken glitter strand in this entire headband. At all. That's Hobie quality. Twist headband is against to make the twist we're missing. Yeah, just go on Hobby and search for Universe headband. That's the one I just showed you. It is specifically made for the Hobby Universe yarn. And it's free, by the way. And they also have a Halloween wreath for your door. That's also free. I did grab that pattern, and I'm gonna next year I'm gonna make it, but instead of the hedgehog I'm gonna add a frog. No. It's probably just called a door wreath or something. It's very fall colors and it has pumpkins and a hedgehog. I didn't like it. I saw it, but I didn't like it. I didn't like the cat's head. It looked too childish, like a child had made it. It didn't look, I want to say professional, but not quite. But yeah, I did not like the cat's head. I like the rest of it, just not the cat's head. Go, the last increase is upcoming. Then it's 2 round single crochet and then decreases. But before I make the single crochets, I'm gonna add the eye shine before I forget. Yeah, that head. Well, not the shape of the head, but the face of it. I would definitely need to do some massive altering. Not shitting on the designer, but still. That face is not my style. It looks too much like a child made that face. And then an adult replicated it in crochet. Like, sure, I make some childish looking stuff too, but when I do it, it's intended to look like that. Yeah. Let's see. You want to go there? Go there. It's gonna be a very small one. I suppose that might work. So yeah, if I made a cat, I would change the face to something more like Luna and Artemis from Sailor Moon. That's the face I would have liked to have seen on that cat. That would have been adorable and still fit the vibe they're going for if they did that. Go. Eyeball abuse. Did you find that other wreath? The one with the pumpkins and the hedgehog? Adorable. It's very old-timey with the colors. But I think that's why I like it. Because it's such a contrast for all of the modern bright stuff that feels forced. Okay, now I can see the clock because I have a moth head in the way. He fell down. I can't see the clock. Whoa. Okay. We still got plenty of time. I still have almost 40 minutes to complete this. And I am about halfway-ish. Plenty of time. Enchanting Woodland. Yeah. It's such a nice color choice for that. Making it look like it was really made by someone in a cabin in the woods. Without it being cheesy. So yeah, I grabbed the one with the pumpkins and hedgehog. I'm gonna make it and change the hedgehog to a frog. With a mushroom hat. Itchy nose. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have given the cat a cuddle before. Yeah, I had only planned for 2 eyeballs. But I still managed to squish in 3. So that means I have 3 hats to make, if not more, next week. So next week's stream will be a continuation to this one. Eyeballs this week, hats next week. And the hats will be free-handed. Mostly because I really want to do more free-handed stuff. I used to do a lot of freehand, then I discovered all the 40 million patterns and I stopped freehanding. But I really need to freehand more stuff. It really feels like my own. Even though the idea is not my own. I want the thing to feel like my own. I need to pull some more yarn from my very fast dwindling supply of white. Unless I find another ball somewhere. Come on. Oh well. Thank you. This was a really nice pattern I worked up, by the way. I'm quite surprised. Because it looks so oval, but when you stuff it, it looks round suddenly. It's a mindfuck. Also even more fitting that I chose the purple kitty marker now when we are making a purple eyeball. Oh yeah, I could do that. Huh. So, because we have 3 eyeballs instead of 2, that means next week I can make 1 witch hat, 1 wizard hat, and 1 top hat. I just need to dig up the yarns for that. So I have them on my desk. So I've cleaned my desk again. for the millionth time. But yeah, the witch hat, I'm just thinking normal black. With a hatband of maybe I'm just gonna do surface crochet in yellow for the headband. That would work. So it gives a 3D effect. Or for even more 3D, I could make a chain in the yellow. And then for the top hat, I'm thinking just black with maybe a deep red. I have that. Okay, it's probably in one of the boxes, but I have a acrylic that is like deep red like this. That for the headband on that. Now for the wizard hat, I have... not quite sure where, but I have this really dark blue that has like a sheen to it. Could use that for that. We shall see. I might change my mind because planning don't know. Because planning don't know her. And I might need to start stuffing after the next round. And I will, by the way, sew the hats on to the actual eyeballs. And then make little hangers on the hats. So I can hang them up. Unless I start stuffing now. No. Let's do one more before I stuff. Now we're down to the third last. Third last round. Oh yeah, we are actually making good time. I noticed that. Stuck somewhere. Hold on. My thoughts got stuck somewhere. There. One, two, three. Then I am ending on 3 instead of a decrease. Got it. There we go. Now we're on the right track. Okay. Now it is defo time to stuff it. That hole will be getting small. Wait, is there some red there suddenly? Okay. Okay, it's purple, but it looks red. Maybe cut that. Carefully cut that piece of fluff showing. Then shove the rest of that back in. There we go. It was right over the white. So it was really noticeable. Okay. And then all of this will also fit in that tiny eyeball. I can promise you that. All of this will fit in this. There's a lot more room left than it looks. There we go. Like I said, all of that fit. Okay, and now it's 1. Then decrease. Okay. We are finishing this one up. We have one more round left. Which is only decrease. There we go. And I will be ending stream as soon as this eyeball is done. Go. And let's do this. There we go. If I had any red embroidery red, I could do some veins and shit too, but I don't because the only one I can find is attached to a work. Come on, get in. Let's put that one back. Okay, there we go. Fix his shape. There we go. The eyeball is now eyeball shape. So we did manage to actually squish in. If I can, you know, hold them right. Go. 3 eyeballs. Yay! I love them so much. They turned out so much better than I thought they would. Yay! They are also very yeetable. They are about the same size as a flyball, by the way. They are about the same size as a flyball. I have wingless one here. Yeah, there's that. I had only planned for 2 eyeballs. Somehow managed to make 3. Okay, that's kinda creepy. Them looking at each other. That's kinda creepy. Okay. But also very cute. I'm probably gonna make more of. So yeah, we'll get that done. Woo. I have eyeballs in my lap. Okay then. But yeah, we'll be ending now. Okay, can you stop falling down? Thank you. And Mother is probably gonna steal the purple one, just saying. Let's see, Discord, as usual, over yonder. My Instagram for the crafting stuff that you see up there is right down below. Including the eyeballs too in a few minutes. Like 3 something, 4 minutes. They will be up on Instagram. But for now, thank you all for being here, lurking, working, and conversations. I'll be seeing you guys whenever that'll be. Bye.